St. Louis Cardinals starting pitcher Daniel Ponce de Leon made a historic debut on Monday with 7 no-hit innings in a losing effort against the Cincinnati Reds just 14 months after a line drive fractured his skull and nearly ended his career. With 10 family members cheering from the stands, Ponce de Leon walked 3 and struck out 3 before giving way to a pinch hitter in the 8th with Street. Louis up 1-0. The struggling Cardinals could not hold the lead and ultimately lost 2-1, so Ponce de Leon was credited with a no decision. The 26-year-old right-hander is just the 5th pitcher since 1961 to take a no-hitter through 7 innings in his major league debut, according to ESPN. Scroll down for video. Ponce de Leon, who is battling a stiff neck, was one of the top pitchers in the Pacific Coast League when Street. Louis called him up Monday to help their injury-depleted rotation. Share this article. Share. Interestingly, he pitched a one-hitter for Memphis back on July 15 and has won 4 consecutive starts. He also appeared in the AAA All-Star Game on July 11, striking out all 3 batters he faced. "I don't know if words can describe that," interim manager Mike Shildt said. "It's what's magical about this game and what we love about this game, stories like that." Ponce de Leon prayed for calmness before his debut, went to the bullpen to warm up and hurt his neck on one pitch. "I tweaked my neck in the bullpen and had a hard time looking toward home plate," he said. "I was a little nervous then. The neck was fine once the game began." Ponce de Leon joined the Dodgers' Ross Stripling as the only major leaguers to throw at least 7 no-hit innings in their debut since 1908. Given his high pitch count, Shildt had no thought about leaving him in. "We weren't in a situation where he would have been able to finish that game with a no-hitter," Shildt said. "It was his time." According to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, Ponce de Leon ignored his curveball completely and was struggling to control his two-seam fastball, effectively leaving him with just his four-seamer. Still, he managed to retire 11 of the final 12 batters he faced. The modest Ponce de Leon credited luck and great defense. Jordan Hicks gave up a one-out single up the middle by pinch hitter Phillip Ervin in the 8th for Cincinnati's first hit. Suarez's two-out solo homer off Bug Norris, 3-3, tied it 1-1. The closer then loaded the bases on a pair of singles and a walk, and pinch hitter Dilson Herrera singled to end the Reds' losing streak at 4 games. The Cardinals recently called Ponce de Leon up from Memphis, where he had a 9-3 record, a 2.15 ERA, and 103 strikeouts in 92 innings. He pitched a one-hitter in his last outing on July 15 and had won 4 straight starts. Ponce de Leon was called up earlier in the season but did not see any action during his short 3-game stint with Street. Louis,